I'm Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Abraham Longoria.
We met in June of 1995 at a party. It was a party I should not have been at. It was one he was used to, though. And he sat down next to me. He was drunk and probably high, too. He sat down next to me at the party, didn't know who I was, and he kissed me. And I turned to my best friend at the time and I asked her if she knew who this guy was. And she said, "Oh no, he's bad news." She said, "Don't turn around." And I did. I turned around and he kissed me again. And then he held my hand and walked me out, and that was it. He called me a couple days later after he got back from
West Texas.
Yeah, and then that's it. We've been together since then. I ended up getting pregnant, and that was really bad. I actually remember, my kids don't even know this yet, but I remember begging him to come up with the money for an abortion because I had no idea how I was going to do this, and I was so afraid that he was going to end up like his dad, and I called it. I said, you're not going to be here for me. You're not going to support me. I'm going to end up alone raising a kid, and I was terrified.
My sister asked me, and I was like, I kind of hid it from them for a while, and then I kind of told them later on, said, "Hey, she's pregnant. I need your help. What do I do?"
He told his mom as she's walking down the hallway, "Hey, Jen's pregnant."
And I wasn't ready to settle down. But we pushed through it, and
Well, he didn't settle down.
I
You're
didn't.
skipping a whole lot.
I mean, we pushed through.
He did not settle down.
We pushed through basically that portion, and then once AB came along, it just got worse. Continued to party. I never went home. Never something really bad that I couldn't see going forward. Because my dad left me when I was 5, and
Our life after our first baby did not get any better. We thought we had it figured out, and we just didn't. We argued all the time. We basically just looked out for ourselves. I did turn to alcohol, and I drank every day. Not beer, I drank vodka every day. I would wake up and make myself a drink. I'd go to happy hour and not come home until like 3 or 4 in the morning. The only time I think we were ever happy was when we had a house full of people and we were partying, and that was the only time, which is it's really hard when you think about it, but that was the only time that we thought we were blessed. I think because when we would sit there together and we were alone, we argued. That's all we did was fight. So at this point, we were having family and friends over every weekend. And during one of our gatherings, we were invited to Promised Land. And we just kind of were like, yeah, whatever. We'll go. And we never did, and they kept asking and asking and asking. And finally, I told Abe, let's just go so we can say we did it, and then they'll stop asking us. And he didn't want to go at all. We've tried churches. We just never felt welcomed. We always felt like we could never be like them. We always felt like we didn't fit in. It just never felt right. And so we agreed to go to one service with them. They told us that you had the walk in the evening, which was real quiet. It was intimate. It wasn't a full service. Yeah, the sermon. We didn't really learn anything in the beginning because we didn't know a lot. But the worship was just so, it was so different. It just made you feel like there's something out there that we haven't really opened our hearts to yet. And that was a good feeling. It really was. And we didn't really make changes in our lives at that point. We were still, having people over all the time. We were still looking for the other life. We still hadn't, decided anything until our kids actually was what really made us pay attention to the Word, because they started going to the Sunday school class and started telling us stories. And I'll never forget, we were at a McDonald's drive-in, and they started talking about scripture and, what's their favorite scripture. And Abe and I were like, what are you talking about? We don't know.
Talked to Tuber back during the summer, and when we went to camp, and we were sitting down together, and I told him, I said, I never thought in a million years I'll be sitting here with you here at camp with these kids and doing something that I never thought I would be doing at all. Yeah, and I see them, and I'm like, man, God's doing something amazing here, because I never had that feeling growing up. And when I see the kids, it's just awesome.
I don't want anything back that we had before, at all. We have less things, but we have more love. We have more. We're friends now. We're parents. Our kids are. They know so much. I wouldn't go back and change anything, and I would never want to go back to the way that we were before.
I'm Abe.
And I'm Jen.
And we're all in.